This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com, featuring Anabay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
Lowe's has the Labor Day deals you need to give your home a new look. Buy one, get one free select interior paint via Visa gift card rebate. Then, add the final touch with 2 for $8 on select 2.5 or 3-quart mums. Refresh your home and save big while doing it. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 9/3. Mums offer in-store only. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. More terms and restrictions apply. See Lowes.com/rebates for details.
It's KFI AM 640, and you're listening to The Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. The world's greatest announcer in the history of sports is with us, Bob Miller, formerly with the Los Angeles Kings, the greatest man in the world. Bob, how are you, sir?
Well, I'm good, Tim. You might get an argument on that lavish introduction.
Okay.
But I appreciate it.
I could defend it all night long.
It's great to be with you.
Buddy, I know the Dodgers went to the White House today. Were you part of the Kings crew that went to the White House twice?
Yes, I was, and it was an honor to be there. Barack Obama was president then, and I remember we were just given, the run we weren't given the run of the White House, but on that floor said, you can go in any room you want, and we were out there and then on the South Lawn, and it was such a moment when the president came into the room where we were seated, and that moment was just such a thrill to see the president of the United States walk in.
Wow.
And he did a marvelous job talking about the Kings winning the Stanley Cup, even though he was from Chicago and probably a Blackhawks fan. But it was a thrill for me to be there that day and just be in his presence.
Oh, I bet.
So, yeah, it's a thrill for any team to go there. And regardless of what you think about anything going on, politics,
sure,
it's a thrill for teams to be recognized by the president.
Now, you went twice, once in 2012 and once in 2014. Was that when you went in 2012? Was that the first time you'd ever been to the White House?
No, I've been there as a visitor before, but never into some of the areas we got in that day.
Right, I bet.
Oh.
You know what? I heard, obviously Ovechkin, eclipsed Wayne Gretzky's record yesterday. I thought of all the records in the world that would never be touched. I can't believe that literally, that you and I are alive to see that record broken.
Well, I agree with you. I thought there's nobody going to be able to score that many goals, average 50-some a year for so many years to reach that milestone. And yet he did it. And the only problem with it was that he didn't do it at home.
Right.
We were fortunate that when Wayne Gretzky's passed Gordie Howe's 802 goals when he scored. He was at home, and the Kings fans had a chance to celebrate with him. And, in fact, both times, when he passed Gordie Howe as the all-time leading scorer, which Wayne still holds, and when he passed him in goals with goal number 802, they were both at the Forum, and fans got to enjoy it at home. But I agree with Ovechkin telling the coach he didn't want to go on the ice with an empty net for the opponent and score it into an empty net. So therefore, it happened the next day in Long Island.
That was a great moment there. It was a great comment as well. And when he did pass the record, I was listening to one of the commentators. I was listening to Wayne Gretzky himself, and he said that he got to sit next to Butch Goring. And I thought, oh, that's a great name from the past. I'm glad that Butch Goring is still involved in hockey.
Yeah, and I think when he mentioned Butch Goring, there was quite a roar from the crowd, too, because Butch is doing the analyst commentary on the Islander broadcast. So that's how that came about.
Oh, that's great.
Butch is such a great player in Kings history. Nobody better at a breakaway than Butch Goring.
Right. And remember, he used to wear that sort of weird spongy helmet.
Yeah, it was protected not from the helmet, but from the coats of paint he had on it, because he'd paint it every year, and that was what it must have been his lucky helmet. He wore it for so many years, and somebody said it gave him the protection of a Wheaties box or something. You know
what's really weird? I ran into Butch Goring during the off season at a place called Gemco, which is now Target. But he was wearing that helmet out in public, so I thought maybe there's something going on with that guy.
Yeah, might be. It's his lucky helmet.
That's right.
You get a good deal that day.
One of the guys who is, I imagine, one of your probably good friends is retiring this year, Nick Nixon, who's been with the Kings forever.
Yeah, amazingly, we both have spent 44 years doing Kings hockey.
Wow.
Nick joined us in 1981. I worked with him on radio, TV simulcasts, and then till 1990, and then they split the simulcast up, and I went to TV, and Nick went to radio. And then when I retired, they picked someone else to do it. And then when that didn't work out, moved Nick over to TV, and he's done a marvelous job and been around that many years and so many games. And so he's retiring, and we had a real nice celebration for him and for Sam Rosen, who's retiring as the New York Ranger announcer.
Oh, wow.
And so those are special nights to be part of.
Sure. And you know who I think does a great job, who has a lot of enthusiasm, and every broadcast, he sounds like he he's pinching himself that he is able to do this, especially in L.A., is Jimmy Fox.
Yeah, and he may be retiring after next year.
Oh, God.
So, there's going to be a real change in the broadcasting of the Kings hockey.
Yeah.
But, and Jim joined in 1990, and here's someone who was a player for 10 years and a very good player with the Kings and had no broadcasting experience whatsoever, and to be thrust into that job. And he told me later, he said, Bob, it was 4 years before I knew what the heck we were doing every night. But he stayed with it, made mistakes, and worked at being at the best that he could be on the air. And he is, in my opinion now, the best analyst on the air. He's so good with the telestrator, so good telling you what just happened and why it happened, because he could see things that I couldn't see because he played the game.
Right.
And I told him I learned something from Jim every night we were on the air.
Oh, that's great.
And he's so good at that. He and Nick will both be missed.
You know, I quote him all the time. I will say to my wife, when you're packing a suitcase, you put the shoes in first, then the pants, then the socks, and that's how you get it done.
Well, Susie must have been doing that for him all those years. So probably still does.
Yeah, I think the Kings are going back to the White House this year. They got a great team. They just shut out Edmonton on Saturday. That was a big deal, and they're really playing their best hockey of the year. Come at the perfect time.
Yeah, they are. They're right now 5 points behind first place, Vegas, in the division.
Yep.
But when it comes to, do we want it or do we not want it? If you end up in first, it looks like you're going to play the St. Louis Blues. Mm. They're the hottest team in the league right now, 12 straight wins. So
horrible.
Do you want that?
Well, we'll get them next year.
What the Kings do want for sure is home ice advantage at the start of the playoffs, regardless of who they play.
That's right. The best team in hockey.
Yeah. And the Kings are so good at home, best home record in the league at home. So you might as well open at home.
That's right. But I appreciate you coming on. I know that you go to a lot of games, which I totally respect. That you weren't just an announcer. You were a Kings fan and a hockey fan. And I can't tell you how many people I run into that say, if you ever see, Bob Miller, please tell him I said hi, and he's the best ever. And you're one of a kind. And I can't tell you how many Kings fans still to this day think that you can come back and continue calling games.
Well, they may be the only ones that think that. I don't think that most nights. I'm sitting in my easy chair watching the game on TV or going to the game. I said to my wife after the quadruple heart bypass, I think I could do a game. And I'd get up to go to the kitchen to get a good drink of water, come back and be exhausted. I said I couldn't do 10 minutes of a game.
That's great. All right, Bob, I appreciate you coming on. And I hope if they win the Stanley Cup, we'd love to have you back on.
Okay. Thank you very much, Tim, and thanks for being a great supporter of the King.
The best. Thank you. Bob Miller, everybody, the world's greatest sports announcer. And, man, I love having that guy on. We could talk to him for hours and hours and hours. He's in great shape. He looks great. Bob Miller, everybody. That guy's the best.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
And we've got some bad news, some sad news with Jay North. You remember Jay North from the Dennis the Menace show? He's passed away. Dennis the Menace. Actor Jay North.
Jay North, the actor who starred as a child on the sitcom Dennis the Menace, has died.
His death was first reported by Janine Russell, who played his friend Margaret on the show.
This is Dennis. Can I speak to Joey for a minute? Heck no. Ron doesn't care if I use the phone too much. He doesn't even know about it.
North rose to fame as the mischievous character Dennis in the 1960s TV show, which was based on a comic strip. Old photos of him alongside famous faces Dean Martin, Tony Curtis, and former Dodgers pitcher Sandy Koufax. North transitioned to voice acting after the show's 4-year run. He died at his home surrounded by family after a battle with cancer. Jay North was 73.
What a great show that was. Dennis the Menace. I loved watching that after school. You'd turn on, usually channel 52, KCET, and Dennis the Menace would be on. Oh, what a fine show. Fine show. And we lived long enough to see Dennis the Menace die of old age. That makes me feel old. And I don't like it. All right, last call, Crozier reported on this earlier. Might be extending last call in California till 4 a.m.
Many downtown locations like this one lost business and had to close down during COVID. But as things started recovering and coming back to normal, not all the downtown locations fully recovered. A new proposed bill, AB 342, will give local governments the option to create hospitality zones that would extend last call.
All right, that's cool. Extending last call to 4 a.m.
To 4 a.m. The bill allows extended service only on Fridays, Saturdays, and on state holidays. Again, this proposal gives cities the option to implement hospitality zones. This would not be required. In order for a city to implement these zones, the local government would need to consider public safety, transportation, availability of hotels, proximity to convention centers and arenas, as well as walkability.
God, what a pain in the ass. I mean, you want to stay open another, 3 hours? And here's all you have to do.
In order for a city to implement these zones, the local government would need to consider public safety,
public safety, transportation,
availability of hotels,
what hotels are around, are they available,
proximity to convention centers and arenas, as well as walkability.
Oh my God. There's like 2 bars that are going to be able to meet all these criteria.
The bill would also allow the zones to be in place for a maximum of 1 month for special events like music festivals, the upcoming World Cup, and the 2028 Summer Olympics.
Oh, okay. So maybe during the Olympics and World Cup, we can stay open until 4 a.m.
AB 342 is being proposed as a pro-business, pro-local government bill. Now, that press conference is expected to be held at 9:15 in downtown LA. And just over 2 years ago, a similar legislation was proposed to extend bar hours in 3 cities of California until 4 a.m. That was West Hollywood, Palm Springs, and San Francisco. Lawmakers rejected that.
Oh, bad news.
Lawmakers rejected that.
And where did they have it? West Hollywood, Palm Springs, and San Francisco?
Until 4 a.m., that was West Hollywood, Palm Springs, and San Francisco.
Oh, I tell you, those guys know how to party, you know? West Hollywood, San Francisco, Palm Springs. Oh, man. That's the lifestyle, gang.
West Hollywood, Palm Springs, and San Francisco. Lawmakers rejected that.
What the hell?
Live in downtown Burbank, Carly Gomez, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Yeah, downtown Burbank. Ding dong with that lady. All right, we got to take a break here, but coming back, we have bad news for teens. Bad news for teens. That's all I can tell you.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Annabay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Annabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
Ding dong. Hey, tomorrow, our look ahead, which means what we're going to be promoting for tomorrow, there's going to be freeway closures, intermittent closures on the 101, the 405, and the 710. And we'll cover them all tomorrow. But there's going to be a lot of them over the next week. So tomorrow you got to pop in and we'll lay that on you. That's crazy. And then we just got a note here that Uranus, well, if you're in 4th grade, you call it Uranus. But I call it Uranus because I'm an adult. I'm not 4 anymore. But they just, a day on Uranus just got 28 seconds longer. So that's kind of weird. Kind of odd. Scientists reported Monday that observations by the Hubble Space Telescope have confirmed that Uranus, 17 hours, 14 minutes, and 52 seconds is a complete full rotation. That's 28 seconds longer than the estimates by spacecraft back in the 1980s. So we were off by 28 seconds. All right. Anybody cares about that? Throw that away. All right, let's talk about
Wait, that was fascinating, Tim. That was just fascinating.
Okay, all right. The queen of all traffic. Hey, by the way, you're going to be working your ass off over the next week with these freeway closures.
Yeah.
Did you get the note on that? 101,
well, yeah.
405, 710. It's crazy.
They're not closed.
Intermittent closures. Like 2 lanes here, 3 lanes there.
Yes. All right.
I know you're pissed because you're going to be working a lot. So.
I can't believe it.
All right. Bad news for teens. Bad news. Especially if you're a short teen. Bad vibes, man.
A new law could mean that you'd stay in that car seat for a lot longer and maybe have to ride in the back until you get your license. Assembly Bill 435 is making its way through the State House. It would force teenagers up to 16 years old to ride in the back seat of a car if they are not tall enough. Now, I don't actually know what tall enough is. It's based on like some metrics. They came out with a very easy to understand, of course not, metric of system to test if your kid is tall enough.
Okay.
All kids under 10, though, would have to use a booster seat, and anybody under 13 would have to sit in the back. Can you imagine a 10-year-old on a booster seat?
Oh, wow, embarrassing. I would rather, give the kid, let the kid run his chances of being, tossed out of the car. But being in a booster seat at 10 is wildly embarrassing.
That's not going to happen.
That's wild. Now, the violation, at least the first one, you'd get a $20 fine. Then the next one would be $50 and so on. State Democrats on the Transportation Committee have advanced the measure, though the rep from Stockton, Rhodesia Ransom, had some concerns, saying she has a, quote, 23-year-old height-challenged child.
Oh, is that right? 23-year-old short kid or adult?
23-year-old height-challenged child.
They don't say short anymore, right? They say height-challenged?
Height-challenged child.
Height-challenged child. God almighty.
Whose legs often don't go over the chairs. Critics, of course, worry this will be hard to enforce.
Plus, somebody's got to install those booster seats and stuff in a car, which is not easy to do.
But it's so funny that, now how old's my son? 9. He's in a booster seat because they say he should be. But I remember growing up, we sat on the...
That's going to be a problem later on in life. If you have a 10-year-old in a booster seat, look for behavioral problems later on in life because you're embarrassing that child.
In the middle, and fly around, and
speaking of embarrassing the kid, how are they going to enforce this? You're going to make the kid get out of the car and measure him?
Yeah. You walk around with one of those things that measured you when you were a kid. You went to your pediatrician, and they put that little metal thing on your head. That's what they're going to do. Go around and measure these kids.
Oh, good.
I think you can eyeball a kid that's too short or height challenged. I don't know.
In the middle, and fly around, and mom and dad would just do that.
I rode on the roof.
Andy rode on the roof.
Put me in a box on the roof.
And now we got our kids in Boston.
I'm
boosters
thinking,
till 16.
Here's an opportunity for an entrepreneur out there to make an adult booster seat.
Yes, an adult booster seat. You can look hot in the booster seat. All right, let's talk about the school bus escort. There are some streets that are still too crazy to go on because of the fires and the floods. And Caltrans is escorting kids through Topanga Canyon.
Just before 7 in the morning for the past 2 weeks, a school bus has departed Topanga with a Caltrans escort going where no vehicle has traveled for months unless you're part of the repair operation. Topanga Canyon Boulevard between Pacific Coast Highway and Grandview.
Did you get that?
Topanga Canyon Boulevard between Pacific Coast Highway and Grandview.
I wonder how these businesses are staying afloat. If you're in Topanga, in that little town that's right off Topanga Canyon, and you rely on traffic going back and forth in the valley to the ocean, that's how you stayed in business. And now nobody for the last 3 or 4 months has gone past your business. How in the hell are they staying in business?
The bus takes a few dozen students who live in Topanga to their school in Brentwood, Paul Revere Middle School.
Oh, the pain in the ass. Oh, my God.
Students say the drive is bumpy and dusty, but worth it.
It's been a huge help to be able to drive through the canyon, be able to have a much more direct route.
The road has been closed since the Palisades fire and then was made worse by February storms, which caused mudslides in numerous spots. It's closed indefinitely while repairs are underway, which forced students to take the long way to school on the west side since January. The 101 freeway to the 405 freeway sitting in traffic for hours.
Oh, that's the worst. 3 hours of traffic. before you have to sit in school all day.
But thanks to this coordinated effort led by the offices of LA County Supervisor Lindsay Horvath, LAUSD board member Nick Melvoin, and Caltrans, one school bus a day can now travel the normal, much faster route.
Our offices work together to make sure that the school buses had permission to drive on those roads that may be closed to other public access. To a constituent, whether you're a student or a family or a resident.
Yeah, all right, I'm glad they got that done. Hey, that whale that we talked about in Long Beach has passed away. Remember that whale that came in? It was just buzzing around.
Such a sad story.
Oh, it's horrible. Yeah, just horrible.
The whale has died. The rare 25-foot mink whale was first spotted last weekend in Rainbow Harbor, drawing enthusiastic crowds there. Marine wildlife officials say that the whale never appeared to show any signs of distress. The National Oceanic...
It does now, right? I mean, he passed away.
The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration will conduct a necropsy to figure out how the whale died.
Oh, that's horrible. That's sad to see that whale up on the rocks. And then they're opening it up to do the necropsy and do the examination. So they cut him open. Oh, it's just horrible for kids to see that. You know, hey, Dad, look, it's the whale. Yeah, why are they taking a chainsaw to him? I don't know. Let's go get some ice cream or something. Get the hell out of here. That is sad news. Bad news. That whale has passed away. We're live on KFI. When we come back, we'll tell you the latest person to get their star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Yes, a superstar just got a star on the Walk of Fame.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Bay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Bay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
We got another Hall of Fame athlete who has gotten a star on the Walk of Fame. And it is Billie Jean King. She's got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
King has been honored with several awards throughout her career. Known as one of the greatest tennis players of all time, she's won 39 Grand Slam titles and revolutionized the sport. She's also very well known for winning the historic Battle of the Sexes match, which became a cultural milestone and helped in her fight to equalize prize money for women in tennis. King's been an outspoken activist for women's rights, LGBTQ+ rights, and racial equality. Billie Jean King is the first woman athlete to receive the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Oh, that's kind of cool, right?
LGBTQ+.
Oh, I like the way that she rolled through that. That's awesome. Man, she nailed it. Nobody nails those letters like this woman.
LGBTQ+ rights.
LGBTQ+.
LGBTQ+ rights and racial equality. Billie Jean King is the first woman athlete to receive the Presidential Medal of Freedom and is the founder of the Women's Tennis Association. Her leadership...
And doesn't she own the Dodgers, Bellion? Isn't she a Dodger owner? I think she is. I think she's part of that crew.
Her leadership continues on the business side of sports as part owner of the LA Dodgers.
Oh, right there. Nailed it. Part owner of the LA Dodgers.
Angel City FC and the LA Sparks, advocating for inclusivity in sports leadership. And with all these accomplishments, today she gets to add one more to her trophy case, the first female athlete to be honored with a sports and entertainment star. And we expect to hear from Jamie Lee Curtis and Irvin Magic Johnson, who is just behind me.
Wow, that's a cool day. All right, that is a cool day for Billie Jean King. We have Lindsay Lohan in our Hollywood segment, which is always being brought to you by Advanced Hair. One-day treatment, life-changing results. Make your appointment today at advancedhair.com. Lindsay Lohan is in the news.
Please welcome the recipient of the CinemaCon Vanguard Award, the one and only Lindsay Lohan.
Woo!
Hello. Thank you so much for this award. It means more than you know to me. Really, it does.
You have been in the spotlight for so long. What does it mean, though, to get recognized with the Vanguard Award?
It feels a bit surreal.
Right?
I mean, yeah, because I've been working since I can remember.
Yeah.
My first movie was when I was 10. And so it's a really big honor. It really means a lot to me.
Yeah, no, I have interviewed you for a long, long time, and so it feels really weird. I'm like, y'all are just getting to this award? About damn time.
Thank you.
What does that say, though, about the longevity of your career and also the movies that you have made? Because all of them are classics.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You want to know the...
Wait, what?
All of them are classics.
Thank you so
much. Is that right?
They are.
All of Lindsay Lohan's movies are classics?
Think about it. The Parent Trap remake of 1998.
Wait, The Parent Trap?
All of them are classics.
Classics?
Cult classics.
Cult classics? Okay. All right. What has she been in?
Well, her first movie out of Disney was The Parent Trap.
Oh, that's a good movie.
Yeah.
All right. Wasn't she also in the, didn't she do a TV show with Paris Hilton?
No, that's Nicole.
I get them mixed up.
You want to know the real difference between us? Let me see. I know how to fence and you don't. Or I have class and you don't. Take your pick. Cruel. I meant to say cool and then I started to say great.
Right.
Whenever I pick a film, I want to do something that makes people laugh and has a good message.
Yeah.
And I'm a true believer in that we can always make films like that.
Yeah.
So.
All right, there you go. All right, there is a fight at Crypto. There's a lawsuit going on. There was Laker fans are suing Crypto because security got into it with the fans.
Cell phone video showing a violent confrontation outside Crypto.com arena. An attorney representing 3 men who says they were attacked by private security guards on February 15th.
The security personnel punched, kicked, stomped, and viciously beat my clients.
Attorney Sean McCann says one of his clients, identified as 32-year-old Cesar Moran, was hospitalized with a traumatic brain injury.
What the hell happened there? The security just picked people out and went nuts on them?
Moran's brother speaking out alongside the family's attorney.
The back of his head was fractured, and he suffered from internal bleeding from the blows to the front of his head.
It's unclear how the fight started, but McCann says that Moran, along with 2 of his friends, were taking photos of a specialty vehicle displayed outside the arena.
Okay. Guys taking photos of a car, and then what?
There as part of a promotion that night celebrating the trade of Luka Doncic to the Lakers.
The video clearly shows that the security personnel that were supposed to provide crowd control did not have any clear markings, were dressed in all black.
With everything Junior that he has been through and endured, we're just grateful that he's alive and that he's still with us.
The complaint names the security company known as Crew Security as a defendant, as well as the Lakers, LA Live, Crypto.com, and the organizers of the promotion.
All right, well, we'll see what happens with that. All right, in Beverly Grove, thieves backed up a stolen truck, and again, we had another business that was robbed. And these guys did everything they could. There was cement there were poles there were screens, there were metal screens. They tried everything they could to keep their sunglass business, separated from thieves, and yet the thieves got in.
Security camera video caught the moment just before 5 Sunday morning
every night
as a massive pickup truck repeatedly rammed the front of the House of Frames in the Fairfax district. first bending the metal gate, then smashing through the storefront until there was just enough space to get in. That was the smash. This was the grab. Inside, cameras show 4 masked and gloved suspects, one using a bat to break open case after case, as the others sweep high-end eyeglass frames into bags. Back outside, they piled into a waiting getaway car.
And there they go. It happens every night in Los Angeles. Another store that's been robbed.
Approximately 5 minutes or so.
5 minutes.
And there was traffic going by. There were people driving by as they were ramming this truck into the Sunglass Hut, or whatever that name of the business is.
GM Simon Baboshian says to take 6 figures worth of product and leave piles of glass, thousands of dollars of damage again. He says House of Frames was hit just 8 weeks.
House of Frames. And this is not their first time. They were hit earlier this year.
He says House of Frames was hit just 8 weeks ago.
8 weeks ago. That's this year. Twice in a year.
On Super Bowl Sunday, same MO. Ram, grab, and run.
They have a plan. They come in with a stolen car. They get picked up with the stolen car. They leave the stolen car, and they leave with a lot of merchandise that we have to recover and rebuild again.
Baboshian says they haven't even recovered from the first break-in, and a new cement wall they built for reinforcement was no match for the pickup.
We were very proud when we built this wall here, and we wanted to protect ourselves going forward, not anticipating that this was going to happen again to us in a short amount of time.
And it did. Just 8 weeks later, they got hit again.
LAPD says they towed the suspect truck. House of Frames says they spoke to its owner, who reported it stolen. Baboshian says he is begging city leaders to help businesses stay in business.
Some businesses don't recover, and some people lose everything. And going through this, you have to evaluate stuff. Is it worth staying? Is it worth rebuilding?
Yeah, I bet every business thinks that. When you've locked your business and you're driving home for the night, I bet everybody is like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. There's so much money being spent on security and keeping people out, and then yet they got broken into again twice in the last 2 months.
Will we get the help? And we're optimistic, and we know we can get back up, but it just gets harder. The emotional stuff doesn't go away.
No, it's the worst. The absolute worst. We can't do anything about it. It happens every night. Every Monday we come on, we have another story of another business that's been robbed or looted or, vandalized, and hundreds of thousands of dollars in glasses and frames are stolen. Unreal. All right, we got to get out of here. Mo Kelly and his whole crew up next on KFI AM 640. Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. Now, you can always hear us live on KFI AM 640, 4 to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and anytime on demand on the iHeartRadio app.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Bay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Bay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from The Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.